I think you all know me on YouTube. You all are watching my video on YouTube. Is it true? Everyone. Dheeraj, are you watching my video on YouTube? Okay. That means you already know basic networking, correct? Okay, where are you, Santosh? Where are you from? Hyderabad. And are you working somewhere or just preparing? DevOps engineer, okay. Yes, yes. I know. We'll discuss very deeply, brother, everything. You know, on the YouTube, single video is not available. What you are going to learn in this session, the live training. Lots of real time scenario are there going to discuss in the upcoming day. First of all, let me check your basic, okay? Because as a network engineer, I have spent lots of time in the industry. I work in many companies like troubleshooting issues, designing, implementation, configuration, and after configuration, how you can improve the network. That is the next work of network engineer. So, okay, Santosh, you are from Hyderabad, you are working professional, and you have enrolled yourself to learn advanced networking, right? So, after the training, are you planning to change your job? Oh, this is the reason. Professional life, why you are changing your job? Okay, great. And what about Dheeraj? Dheeraj Kashyap? Yes. How do you know me? Okay. Are you working professional or just a student or preparing? Yes. You are working as well as preparing yourself for job change, correct? Okay. So I think now you are in telecom sector. You want to make your career in IT domain, correct? Looking for job in enterprises. So don't worry, brother. After 2 months, you can apply, start your career from there. Okay, okay, great. And Jyoti, am I audible? Don't worry. Now you will never forget routing and switching concept because I am not going to just make you remember the routing and switching protocol. I am going to just teach you. You will learn it today. Sindhu, who is Sindhu? Am I audible, Sindhu? Yes. Yeah, you're audible. Where are you from? Okay, okay. You are working, in fact, all are working professional, right? Is there anyone who will go for certification exam? For exam, guys, you will go for both CCN and CCNP, correct? Yes, yes, you can. You can. Nowadays, you can directly get CCNP. Yes, great. And Surya, am I audible? How are you, brother? And where are you? Yeah, I'm also doing great. Where are you from? Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Do you have basic knowledge or not, like how two computers connect? You have basic knowledge. Okay, like OSI model. Okay. If you guys also have any question that you want to ask to me, please ask. Tell me one more thing. Guys, let's say I have some end devices here, few computers, let's say few computers, printers, servers, IP phone, these devices are there. Okay, end devices. So which device I will use to connect these all together? Switch. And which type of cable I will use here to connect PCs to switch? Fiber cable. Fiber cable. Cat 5. Okay. Okay. Before that, can these all devices communicate with each other? Can these all devices communicate with each other? It's, let's say PC1, PC2. PC1 want to send some file to PC2. Is it possible, guys? Yes or no? Yes, very good. IP address. Network means group of devices connected with each other so that they are able to communicate with each other. So until and unless you will not assign the IP here, these devices cannot communicate, right? So okay, IP configuration will be there, then they can communicate with each other. After that, guys, can this device access internet? No, this device cannot access internet because switch don't have internet, right? So can anyone tell me how these devices can access internet? We require router. Okay, let's say R1. Anyone, why we need router here? Can I use layer 3 switch as well here? Okay. Can I connect my switch directly to internet without using any other device like this? Why? Because to connect to different network we need router. So internet is different network and your private network is different. So you need one router here. Okay. And then is there any other device, guys, required to access internet? These user want to access internet. That's it. Can I connect router to internet now? Internet. Fiber cable. Very good. And this one, both devices are not in single rack. Then which type of cable you should use here? Definitely fiber. Okay. Is firewall required, guys? Is firewall required here? Yes. To provide internet access to these users, firewall required? No. Right? We can configure some basic security feature on router as well to secure this network. What first you will do? You will add firewall or one backup link? Where you are going to invest, brother? For your company? Backup link is more important here, right? So firewall is not required. This is basic. Okay. Can anyone tell me the configuration of router 1? What configuration I need to do here? First, I need to configure IP. One on this interface and one on this interface. Then, guys, this IP, what will be the gateway for this user? IP address of router? Yes, gateway IP address for these all users. Don't worry if anyone don't know these things. I will discuss everything from zero. And here we need to configure one default route towards internet. So if there is no match in the routing table, then also router will forward traffic to internet. That's why we need to configure one firewall here because I want to forward all traffic towards internet. No, this router don't know where is Google. You cannot configure the IP address of Google server on your router, right? And like Google, there are million of servers, guys, on internet. So we have to configure one default route. Anyone know the what security I can implement here on this router? What security? Where, brother? Where ACL? On LAN interface or WAN interface? Default route. After that, NAT is required. ACL is required, right? Then you need to secure it with password, like you need to configure line console password, line VTY password, right? Whatever password option you have, enable password, enable secret to secure the router, whatever security features we will see that. So this is basic design, and we can assume that this is a branch office network. Let's say of a company have multiple branch. This is branch number 10. They have one another branch like this, router, then switch, and then again PCs. And as you know guys, both internet are connected with each other, yes or no? Both internet are connected with each other. So now here we need to configure the VPN, this thing, to make communication possible. So on the edge router, NAT and VPN is required. To make reachability, to secure it, we can configure the IPsec REST thing. We have multiple protocols again. Maybe this is in Delhi or this is in anywhere. Let's say Bangalore, or it can be in US as well. So first of all, let me show you the syllabus of CCNA, guys. I know you. This is for, let's say, for first 30 days. For first 30 days, we are going to cover this syllabus. And here we will also discuss some part of CCNP, like OSPF. We'll cover CCNA and CCNP both. Means whatever things we have in OSPF, we are going to learn everything, right? Like you can say CCNA to CCIE, CCNA to CCIE OSPF, okay? And after that, we will see the CCNP syllabus. So in CCNA syllabus, guys, first part is network fundamentals, first section. And you know why we have this portion? When I am designing this network like this, see here we are going to do what? Addressing, right? In the real time, in the production network, segmentation of network is very important. So you will perform subnetting, like dividing large network into a smaller part. Guys, can anyone tell me what is the benefit of dividing large network into a smaller network? Why a small network? Do you know a small network is good for security, for performance, for speed, and large network is complicated, slow. So that's why segmentation is very important for the production network. Inside the company, you have to separate the network according to department, block, right? So addressing and how you are going to break the network means IP network. IP network means just you have a network like this, 10 dot 10 dot 10 dot 0/24. This is a network ID, guys. Right. So this is main network. In this network, you will learn how we have 254 valid IP address. I have 254 valid IP addresses are there in this network, right? So I can configure IP on 254 machines. But I need only 50 IP address in this department. Only 50 computers are there. So if I am going to use this subnet over here, guys, that means lots of, I'm wasting lots of IP addresses as well. And like this, if you have multiple department or multiple sites, like assume production network where we have hundred of subnets, thousands of subnets, thousands of branches, in that. But if you will divide this network into two parts, because here you need only 50 IP address, so you can divide the main subnet into two parts with slash 25. I can make two network ID. So this segmentation, where you are going to learn it in the network fundamental, how to segment the network, everything about IPv4 addressing, all about IPv4 addressing, subnetting and subnet masking. Then guys, here you will also learn about the connectivity here between switch and PC, how these devices PCs are connected with switch, like cable, what type of cable you should use here, what should be the interface type, right? Switch configuration. So these all you are going to learn under network fundamental. So setting up a new branch of his network with proper addressing and cabling. This is real time use of network fundamental. Proper addressing. Okay. So make sure guys, once I will finish the network fundamental, you will have knowledge about these all things. Okay. Like how we are dividing the network, how we are connecting the device, right? What cable, what interface type, everything. If these are not clear you, after finishing the network fundamental section, you can stop me. Types of addressing: IPv4, IPv6, but more about IPv4, means everything about IPv4. So topics are IP addressing and subnetting, Ethernet and switch operation, how switch is going to forward data, like there is two PC connected with switch, right? This is the first step guys, right? So if these two devices are able to communicate with each other, then tell me how switch is making it possible, what table it is using, what address switch is using to forward traffic, right? So switch operation also you will learn in network fundamental. Then guys, cabling and interface type. After that, TCP/IP model and protocol, means how two different vendor devices are communicating with each other. Network access. So you have divided the LAN network into a smaller part, right? IP, you have divided the IP network into a smaller part. Now how you are going to implement it on switch? With the help of VLANs. So you have multiple concept here: VLAN trunk, spanning tree protocol, and wireless LAN, WLAN, right? So VLAN, trunking, STP, and WLAN. After that, IP connectivity, where you are going to learn the routing protocol. Let's say you have multiple router in your network. Now question, why I will have three routers directly connected with each other like this in real time? Don't worry, I will make you understand, right? And here I have one subnet, here I have one subnet X, Y, subnet X, subnet Y. So right, router 1 don't know about Y subnet and router 3 don't know about X subnet. Subnet means guys network. If I am saying subnet means network, I am assuming X is a network, means 10.1.1.0/24. So R1 don't know about Y network and R3 don't know about X network, right? So here you have to perform routing, means to share the network between all routers. Then inter VLAN routing, right? So first you have divided the network, then you need to make reachability between them domain. Then guys, in routing we have two types: static, dynamic. After that, default routing. So this is syllabus. We will see these all topics in upcoming day. Then IP services, we have DHCP, DNS, NTP, quality of service, and network address translation. Okay. So each and every topic is important. DHCP is responsible to provide IP addresses to end devices dynamically. Like if you have thousand number of end devices in my network, so DHCP is going to provide IP address. DNS is responsible to resolve domain name into IP address. Means you are typing www.google.com in the browser, right? But guys, here we need to convert google.com into a IP address. Then only my networking device can forward it. Okay, so DNS, NTP is their network time protocol. See, and so timing is important, guys. So how to set up NTP in your network, then SNMP to manage your network. SNMP is the very important protocol and we are using it in real time. So NTP and SNMP again very important protocol. Then guys, quality of service is also important for you. Like let's say in your network here, switch, and I have some computer here and some IP phones are there, right? Then guys, this is connected with one router. Router is connected with, let's say, firewall. Firewall is connected with internet, and I have one another branch somewhere, and here is the server. So guys, here we need to prioritize voice traffic, because you know why, and you will learn why we need to prioritize voice traffic over data traffic. Don't worry, because voice traffic is delay sensitive traffic. Okay, then guys, NAT, network address translation, means how to perform. See, this is public network and this is private network. By default, private and public cannot communicate with each other. So the technology which we are using to make it possible is NAT, network address translation. So we'll see how many types of NAT are there, how to configure it, why we have multiple types of NAT, whatever things we have. Okay, we'll perform, I think, 3 lab. Then PAT, port address translation. After that we have security fundamental section 5, implementing firewall rules and access control list to secure the network. So how to configure the firewall, how to configure the ACL console interface. So these are guys basic security we need to implement. Okay, then here you need to learn two extra protocol, two application layer protocol, HSS and HTTPS. HSS is used for remote access, means you want to access networking devices remotely. So what you can do, you can enable the SSH on the device, guys, and you can access it from anywhere. The requirement is there should be IP connectivity, that's it. Okay, then we'll see ACL configuration and firewall configuration. After that, VPN, how to configure VPN between two routers or between two ASA firewall. Okay, then guys, we have automation and programmability, where you are going to learn how to automate the configuration. Like let's say you need to configure OSPF routing protocol on router, then guys we need to run multiple command like router OSPF process ID1. So once I will run this command on router, it will start OSPF process over here. Then I will define the network command, network, and whatever network I have, then wildcard mask. After that, I will configure passive interface configuration. If there is a LAN interface, so I will configure LAN interface as passive so that it will not send hello message of OSPF. Then I need to configure authentication over here, OSPF authentication, so that we can secure the OSPF messages. So manually we are running these command to enable OSPF on router, right? So guys, in the production network in real time, you will have some general configuration. You always required some type of configuration in your network. So what you will do, you will do a scripting for those configuration. To run this all command, I will write a script in Python. By using Python language, I will write a script, and with the help of that script, I can run these all command on router. Like OSPF, I can configure anything, right? So how to automate the configuration of router, switch, firewall? Okay, that you are going to learn in this section, automation and programmability. Okay, so this section is also guys very important. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? So in real time, you can see using Python script to automate network configuration task. Topic: first, you need to understand the basic concept of automation, like what is automation, and there are some concept, more concept. Then guys, network programmability. This is not like coding. Basic programmability for network engineer. Then APIs and controller. Don't worry about these devices. I will teach you everything. Whatever protocol and device you don't know, guys, don't worry. In section 6, we have lots of time here, right? Maybe after 15 days or 20 days, we will reach there. Then introduction to Python scripting. After that, next section is guys troubleshooting. After finishing this section, we will move to troubleshooting section, or we will start CCNP. Okay, after finishing section 6, either I will move to troubleshooting or I will start CCNP. Then I will finish the CCNP. After that, again we will come here, right? So we'll talk first about the basic troubleshooting. After that, we will discuss some tools like ping, trace, route commands, troubleshooting connectivity issue. We will troubleshoot connectivity issue. We will troubleshoot VLAN and trunking, or our basic troubleshooting routing problems. So we will see these all troubleshooting protocol. Here we are going to learn SNMP, syslog, device monitoring and logging, device maintenance and firmware update. After that, there are some lab that you guys need to perform in network fundamental. You can configure the basic IP addresses. You can do the subnetting in packet tracer. Then in network access, you can create VLAN. You can implement a spanning tree protocol, right? You can configure the basic wireless network, configure a static and dynamic routing protocol between multiple router, do inter-VLAN routing. These are again simple lab. One lab for DSCP on router, one lab for DSCP on server, right? Then configuring DNS server. Again, we can implement, we can enable these services on router and switches as well, guys, right? But in the good company, in the big enterprises company, you will have separate server for each services. Then implementing NAT and PAT. After that, you need to perform lab for security fundamentals, where you need to configure the ACL, you need to configure the SSH, and you need to configure the basic firewall. Then guys, in automation and programmability also, you need to perform, you need to actually write some script to automate the configuration. Then in network troubleshooting, you should use these command and troubleshoot the issues, OSPF issue, VLAN issue, these things. Okay, so this is what we are going to complete in first 30 days. Okay, so guys, first section is network fundamental. So can anyone tell me what is network? Okay, now LAN stand for local area network. Okay, what is LAN? What is LAN? How many user can be there in one LAN, guys? two types of network, LAN and WAN, but there are some human defined network as well. Like we have defined some extra network type, that is I think CAN, campus area network, and then MAN. After that I think PAN, right? Means CAN means campus area network, metropolitan area network, and personal area network like Bluetooth. Through Bluetooth, you are connecting two devices together to share some images, right? Correct or no? Let's suppose I am designing one network in one college. Okay. Let's suppose this is campus 1, this is campus 2 of a college. Let's say this is engineering department, and this is MBA department. Okay, so I'm going to design some network here in, guys, building 1, building 1 and building 2. In building 1 we have multiple departments. Okay, so I am separating its devices through switches. So let's say in department 1 we have some computers. D1 means department 1. Then department 2, again I have some computers here. Then department 3, again I have some PCs, means these are end devices. It can be PC, it can be server, it can be IP phone, right? It can be any device. So which type of network it is? Which type of network this is? This one. This is LAN, right? Connecting these all switches together, which type of network this is? Which type of? Still LAN, local area network. Okay, then connecting two more devices here means high switch, core layer switch, like this. Still this is what? LAN. Then I am connecting one router over here. Still it is what? LAN, local area network. In the same way I have same building over here as well, same network design over here as well. Like this. R2, which type of network this is? Again LAN, right? And connecting these two network together, now which type of network it is? CAN, campus area network. So network implemented in a campus like this, there can be 4 building, there can be 5 building, 6 building. So implementing network in a campus is called what, guys? CAN. Implementing network in a single building is called what? LAN. Then, guys, I have same I have same college in another location as well. Let's say these two building are in Delhi, and same building we have in Mumbai also. So I need to design same network there as well. So here also I have designed same network, router 1, 2 building, router 2, and then again same thing is happening over here as well. Okay, is it clear? Behind the router, switches are there. Okay, and then end devices are there like this. And now as these are my branch, so I need to connect these all network together. So what I need to do, I need to connect them together like this, right? Now which type of network it is? See, again, if I am using my cable here, okay, My personal cable, dedicated cable, I have placed it. Then it is known as MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. If connection is mine, but as it is Delhi and one branch is in Mumbai, there is long distance. It is difficult to place a dedicated cable, right? And guys, like this, I am going to open multiple branches, right? First of all, government will not allow me to place cable between India, between Delhi to Mumbai, right? So the another option I have is what? I have guys multiple options to connect both branch together. First one is internet. Internet. Through internet, I can connect all branch together. Yes or no? They like this. Here maybe I will use firewall and other device. We'll discuss about that. But this network is what, guys? WAN. Whenever you have connectivity through internet, that network will consider as WAN. Whenever you have connectivity from any service provider, it can be MPLS, it can be broadband, it can be internet, that network will be known as WAN. Clear? So LAN means a small network. And guys, if someone will ask you how many user can be there in LAN, in one local area network, so we didn't divide network on the basis of user. We divide network on the basis of area, on the basis of domain. Yes or no? So user not matters. How many user can be in LAN and WAN and can man 10 XYZ. Then guys, next thing is modes of communication. How many modes of communication are there? First one is simplex. Second one is half duplex. Guys, and third is full duplex. What is simplex? Simplex means it is one-way communication. One-way communication means what, guys? Means a receiver device can only receive the traffic. That's it. Like your television. Through the television, you cannot send anything, right? Television is a receiver device. Only we can receive. I'm not talking about the smart TV. Nowadays, we have TV where we can use internet as well, right? So consider radio. Through the radio, you can listen only. You cannot send anything. You cannot speak, right? So radio is the receiver device who can only receive the data. From somewhere I am sending and that is receiver device who is receiving it. That's it. And in real time, actually, I am sending the information on multicast address and that radio is joined with that multicast group, that multicast address, right? I am forwarding the message in a multicast group and radio is a part of that group. Through the channel, what you are doing, you are setting the IP address, right? So sender device can only send the data and receiver device can only receive the data. Then guys, half duplex. Half duplex means two-way communication. Two-way communication. But not instant of same time. Right? Means here a sender device can send as well as receive the data. As well as receiver device can also send as well as receive the data, but not at the same time. At one time, either it can send or it can receive. Getting my point? Like I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. So first I will speak, then only I can listen, right? So while I am speaking, if you will speak something, right, I will not listen it because I am already sending. I can do one thing at a time, right? And then guys, we have what full duplex. So it is two-way communication, but not at same time. Then two-way communication, full duplex means two-way communication, two-way communication at same time. Done. Means at the same time I can receive the data as well as I can send the data. Okay. So guys, you have one important device, that is hub. Done. Is modes of communication clear, guys? Simplex means there is no way of communication. A receiver device is only for receiving the data, that's it. There's no any way. In half duplex we have two way, sending and receiving, but not at the same time. In full duplex we have two way at the same time. So in real time guys, while troubleshooting the network, you are going to check the duplex as well on switches, that if users are complaining for latency, so latency can be there because of port, if port is working on half duplex. So router and switches and firewall ports should be work on full duplex only. Clear? Types of network is clear, modes of communication is clear, network is clear. And guys, what is networking then? What is the difference between network and networking? What is networking? Constructing a network or designing a network. The process of designing is called what? Networking. And network is group of devices. Then guys, types of communication. How many types of communication we have? These are basic but important. Why I'm teaching you first of all these all, because I'm going to use these all terms in upcoming classes, guys, right? Okay, so types of communication. So it is very important, these all types of network, because in the designing types of network is very important. Types of topology is even very important, like star topology, this topology. Types of topology is very important for network designing. Let's say you need to connect three branches together. One is in India, one is in US, one is in Canada. How you are going to connect it? It will depend on topology type. Which type of topology you want to design? I think a star topology is best here. Star topology, right? Even you can configure the ring topology. But which one is the best according to your requirement? So do you have knowledge of topology type? Do you have knowledge of network type? Do you know the modes of communication? Types of communication. Next is types of communication. Okay. So sorry. How many types of communication we have, guys? Types of. There are again three types of communication. First is unicast. Second one is multicast, and then broadcast. What is unicast? One to one communication. What is multicast? 1 to, and what is broadcast? In the network, within network, 1 to all within network, within network. So if I have two computer A, computer B, computer C, and guys both are connected with this switch. If PC A and PC B are communicating with each other, which type of communication it is? Which type of communication it is? It is unicast, because there is one sender and one receiver. So one-to-one communication means there is one sender and one receiver. Okay. Then guys, if computer D is, let's say, HR, and want to send one letter to PCB and PCA and PCB, right? So it will send on a multicast address like this. It will send the packet on address. That packet will reach to PCB and PCA. Which type of communication it is? There is one sender and many receiver. Like guys, our WhatsApp group, I'm putting the message in group and you all guys are receiving it. Which type of communication it is? It is not broadcast. Not all my WhatsApp contacts are receiving the message. Only few people from my contact is receiving. That means from my network, multiple devices are receiving the message. Not all. Yes or no? There is difference between multicast and broadcast. If I am putting message in group, that is multicast. Broadcast means forwarding message to everyone in my contact. That is broadcast. Okay. So if one device is sending data to multiple device, that is called multicast. And guys, broadcast means one to all in the network. So if I have a network like this, router 1, then PC, sorry, this is switch, not router. Switch, PC, then I have one router here, then again I have one switch, and then again PC. So if this machine will send one broadcast message, will this PC receive it, guys? Yes. Will router receive that broadcast message? Yes. Will these devices or this switch will receive broadcast message? No. Because this is in different network, this is in different network. Broadcast means one to all within network. Clear? Sender, receiver. This is unicast. Sender, switch, these are receiver, R. Which type of communication it is? One sender and multiple receiver. Multicast. And sender, switch, and all are receiver. Which type of communication it is? Broadcast. Okay. Any question? So right now guys, we are connected with Google Meet. It is broadcast or multicast or unicast. I'm talking about this communication. Right now we have one network, right? Means around 7 8 computers are connected together from different location. Yes or no? 6 7 8 9 PCs are connected together and each are at different location. I am in Surat, someone in Delhi, someone in Bangalore, someone in Hyderabad. So this is what one network. So which type of network it is? Very good. In the meeting. So in real time, guys, we need multicasting as well. Like just assume you have router 1 here, router 2 here, router 3 here, and router 4 here, and have one switch here. And these all routers are connected with switch. So here you need to configure the routing protocol to make reachability between each devices. Okay, so we can either configure a static route or dynamic route. In the dynamic route, we will run a process. According to that process, each routers are going to exchange route. So actually, you know what? These routers need to communicate with each other. These routers need to communicate with each other. See, if router 1 have some prefix like X, Y, Z, and router I want that router 1 should share these prefixes, this network information to other routers as well. And same thing we are doing in real time. We are running the routing protocol so that router 1 will share this network information to R4 also, R3 also, R2 also. So these devices need to communicate with each other. Until and unless there is no communication between R1 and R2, they cannot share this message, this network information. To share this network information, router have to send some information to router number 2. So before that, they need to communicate with each other. So if router 1 will send a hello message, see router 1 want to communicate with all router, means router 4 also, 3 also, 2 also. If router 1 will send one unicast message, then router 1 need to send how many unicast messages, guys? 3 unicast messages, right? One for router 4, one for router 2, and one for router 3. Yes or no? But the better thing is what? Router 1 will send same message on one multicast address. And these interfaces are already joined that multicast group. So this time, let's suppose router 1 is sending this message on multicast address 224.0.0.5. This is one multicast address. And these all interfaces are already joined this multicast address because you have already enabled OSPF for any routing protocol on all router. So all interfaces are member of this multicast group. Now if router 1 will send this multicast message from here, these all devices are going to receive it. And all can read the message, whatever message router 1 is sending to these devices. Maybe it is sending this network information. So if router 1 will send this network information unicastly, then it have to send thrice. But with the help of multicasting, it can share these all network information with one message. Yes or no? What is the benefit? Guys, there is benefit. Very big benefit. Whenever router will generate the traffic, it will perform encapsulation. And guys, whenever these devices perform encapsulation or decapsulation means when these devices will receive it, it have to remove the source IP, destination IP, source MAC, destination MAC, source port, destination port, everything. That device have to decapsulate. Don't worry, we will discuss encapsulation, decapsulation in detail. So if router is performing encapsulation, decapsulation, it is generating lots of messages. That means it is using their CPU, right? And guys, if the CPU of your device will get high, then performance will start getting low. Yes or no? CPU is inversely proportional to performance. If CPU utilization is 30%, performance is going to be high. If CPU utilization is more than 90%, performance is going to be low, very low. Getting my point? So guys, is multicasting important or not according to you, and required or not in real time? Just assume if Netflix is going to release one movie, right? Today night, Netflix is going to release one movie, let's say XYZ movie, right? And guys, Netflix have million of users, right? So is it possible to send this movie to million of users unicastly, one by one? Is it possible? No, right? So what option I have? Yes, I have one option. I will send this movie on multicast address, and whoever want to watch this movie, they have to join that multicast group. How you are joining the multicast group? Once you are clicking on that movie, brother, in the Netflix, once you will open the application Netflix, your mobile, your laptop, your phone, or whatever device you are using is actually joining the multicast group. Feature, everything is there. So multicast is important, and we will have, I think, two lectures or one lectures, maybe one lecture of 2 hours for multicasting. Okay, we'll learn more about it. But for now, this is type of communication. So I have one PDF over here where you can read these all basic things, like what is network. A computer network is group of computer which are connected together so that they can share information. What is networking? The process of design and construction of a network so that they can communicate in secure environment is known as networking. Advantage is speed, cost effective, reliable, and scalable. We can increase the size of network according to our requirement. Then type of network: LAN, WAN, MAN, CAN, PAN. Then guys, components of network, if I will talk about the required, who will send the traffic. One receiver is required who will receive the traffic, means two device, right? One is sender and one is receiver. Then media is required. Media means cable, or it can be air. The media which you are using to connect these two devices together. Let's say this is connected with router, here also connected with router, and then router is connected with one tower, and both are connected wirelessly. So this is what? Media. This cable is what? Media. This cable is what? Media, right? So this is also one component of network. Media is required. Then guys, data, the actual information that sender is going to send, that is what? Data. So information is required. And then protocol means set of rule. Set of, why I'm teaching you in English? Because you guys know English. There is one people who don't know Hindi. This is why I am teaching in English. This is what one rule for me. So what protocol I will use on sender machine to add source IP and destination IP, same protocol should be enabled on receiver machine as well for the decapsulation, so that that protocol can understand it and then remove the header, means extra information. Those are, so whatever extra information I am adding on sender machine, receiver machine have to remove those extra information to get actual information. So we have to run same protocol on both the devices. Then only these two devices can communicate with each other. That is what protocol. So protocol is also one component of network, very important term. Okay. Like guys, later. In the later, whatever actual information is, let's say, how are you? And then you have one envelope over here, and this later is inside the envelope. On the envelope, you are going to put address, source address, destination address. When your family member or your friend will receive the letter, first he is going to remove the extra information, means source address, destination address, means it will remove the envelope, then he will get the actual information. Same thing is happening over here with actual data. Here machines are going to add source IP, destination IP, source MAC, destination MAC by using protocol, because everything is happening automatically. So same protocol should be enabled on both sides, on the sender machine and receiver machine, then only they can communicate. That is what protocol. Okay, so we will learn guys protocol, don't worry. Components of network is clear. Then guys, we have types of communication. As I told you, unicast, multicast and broadcast. It is one-to-one communication, it is one-to-many communication, and it is one-to all communication in a network. Then guys, we have modes of communication. As I told you, we have three modes: simplex, half duplex and full duplex. In simplex, in this mode of communication, only one device can send the traffic and other device can only receive the traffic. The example is keyboard, mouse, radio. Half duplex. In this mode of communication, both devices can send and receive the traffic but not at the same instant of time. Example is hub. Then full duplex. It is in this mode of communication, both devices can transmit and receive the traffic at the same instant of time. Example, router and switch. Then guys, networking devices. We have now few networking devices. First is NIC, network interface card. Then we are going to learn some about hub. Then we have switch. Then we have router. Okay. So I will start networking devices tomorrow. Or you guys want to learn today? Tell me. Today? Okay. Let's begin. So first device is guys NIC, network interface card. You know, you have laptop. Do you know how many NIC card are there in your laptop? And guys, why we need NIC card? Why we need NIC card? See, I have two computer. Computer A, computer B. Right? Here I have configured one IP 10.1.1.1. Here I have configured one IP 10.1.1.2. Guys, can these two devices communicate with each other? And can anyone tell me where I have configured this IP address, guys? Where? Where is the IP address on device? Actually, this IP address is assigned to NIC. NIC is one port on your computer or on your laptop. Is a port. It can be physical, it can be virtual. Right? And guys, we are connecting a networking device to a network through NIC port only. Right? So let's say this PC A have one NIC port here and PC B also have one NIC port here. Right? Both have only one NIC port. So can I connect this computer together? Yes. I can insert one cable over here and one end over here. Right? So this is NIC of PC1, this is NIC of PC2. Guys, now I have another computer C. Can I connect computer C with computer A? No. Not possible, because we have only one NIC on computer 1. That means I have only one port to connect my device to network. I have only one way to connect my device to network. So what I can do to connect computer C also to A? Either I can add one physical NIC. I can add physical NIC over here. Let's say this is NIC1, this is NIC2, and then this PC already have one NIC. Then I can connect. Or maybe my computer have already one NIC that is virtual for Bluetooth. For Bluetooth, guys, there is one virtual NIC, And on PCC also there is one virtual NIC for Bluetooth. So I can connect through this NIC now, right? I can enable it and then I can configure one IP over here and one IP over here. They guys can communicate with each other, right? So if on a computer there are 5 NIC, that means you have 5 ways to connect this computer to network. You have 5 ports to connect your computer to network. Okay. So if I will ask you how many NIC are there in your computer, guys, what will you be your answer? One NIC for LAN card. Yes or no? LAN port are there, right? Hope LAN port is there on your all computers, right? And after that, guys, there is one NIC for Wi-Fi. Yes or no? One NIC for Bluetooth. Then a network interface card is computer hardware component that used to connect a computer to computer network, right? If you want to see the NIC, how NIC look like, simply you can Google it. Just say network interface card. So these are NIC, this port. This is what, guys? NIC. This type of port is required on cable, right? RG45 connector. 45, okay? Then I can connect like this. This is, let's say, computer 1, computer. Now they guys can communicate. But problem is what? On the computer, I have few number of NICs. So if I need to connect multiple computer, let's say more than 2 computers, I need to connect 50 computers, 10 computers, 20 computers. Can I connect them together, guys? No. We need lots of NICs. Like to connect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 devices. How many NICs is required on this interface, on this computer? 1, 2, 3, 4. On this computer, guys, lots of NICs is required. So that's why we come up with a centralized device. A centralized device is required or not to connect multiple computer together? Yes. Because if 2 computer have one NIC port, then we can connect them together without any centralized device. But if we have more than 2 devices, it will be complicated, right? So we need a centralized device. So the first device which comes in market, guys, that is hub. So on the hub, you will have lots of ports, right? So if you want to see the hub, let me show you how it looks like. This is what, guys? Hub. So you can see on the hub we have multiple. What is happening here? This is hub. So how many ports we have on this hub? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ports are there. That means how many computers I can connect? How many computers I can connect through this centralized device? 8. Like this. And this device is just a box. Under the device, all ports are connected together like this. Like this, all ports are connected to a single wire. That means this machine don't have any memory. It is like extension board. You know how these devices have communicate. Let's suppose A want to communicate with B, right? So it will send message. Let's say message is hello. And guys, source MAC will be A, destination MAC will be B, and then PC will forward it to hub. Hub don't know about the A, about the B, because hub don't have memory. So it is going to forward this message to all other port. This is what? Broadcast. Yes or no? It will forward this message from their all interface. Even message is not broadcast, message is unicast. Source and destination both are there. Message is unicast, but hub don't have memory, so it will always do what? Broadcast. Any machine will forward traffic to any machine. Hub is going to forward it to all the machine, all the 8 devices. It will always forward traffic from their all 8 ports. Getting my point? So just assume guys, there is only 8 devices. If there are 1000 number of devices connected with hub, so how many broadcast will be there? Lots of broadcast traffic will be there in the network. Every time, whenever any device will generate traffic, hub will forward it to all. And understand the another problem as well, guys. If PC A want to send hello message to PC B, right? So it will forward to hub will forward to C also. So when C will receive the packet on this interface, first of all it is going to check, right? Source IP, sorry, destination MAC, then destination IP address. So this PC have to decapsulate the packet, have to read the packet, have to check the packet. And if this PC is checking the packet, that means it is using their CPU. And guys, there is not only one broadcast message, there are lots of broadcast messages are coming for this PC. Whenever any PC is sending traffic, this machine is receiving a broadcast message, right? And every time this machine is reading it, checking it, and then dropping it. It will check, it will see destination MAC is B. No, brother, my MAC is C, I will drop it. But it will receive traffic every time, yes or no? So guys, would you like to use hub in your network?